G'day YouTube, Turbo Tristan here. In today's video, I promised you guys we'd be back onto some Honda stuff, and we are. We're going to do a D15 turbo in an EG, and I'm here with Mike Lake at Mike Lake's shop, Two Step Garage.
I'm so excited to have you here because I know nothing about what we're about to do, and you know everything, so this is going to be awesome.
I don't know everything, but I've had experience, so stick around and I'll show you where we get to with doing the whole engine swap. Today's video, we're probably just going to rip out the motor and start to plan things out, but we'll see how we go. For time, stick around, I'll show you where we get to.
Ew.
So Mike's just chucked the car up on the hoist, and there's quite a bit of stuff that we need to do to complete this. It's not going to be a one-day ordeal to swap the engine over, although we can swap the engine over in a day, but we've got to do wiring, we've got to do fuel system, we've got to change this engine over to the manual swap, so we're going to keep the manual out of this one. We've got the full wiring loom to change, ECU to change, fuel tank, everything's getting swapped out. But first we've got to drain out all the fluids. We'll just take a quick look under the car.
She looks like she's been sitting in a field for 7 years. Well, she has, so it's good.
There you go.
It's not too bad though. I mean,
No, it's all right.
It's just dirty.
And it looks like all the fuel lines are the same as the EFI lines. We just need to work out which ones we need.
Yep.
And which ones we don't, because
It's pretty easy at front once you figure out, because you can see what you send and return up there.
Yep.
And just trace them back.
So 2 of these will be brake lines.
Yes.
2 of these will be fuel in and fuel out. And then I don't know what the third one is.
Oh, look at the toe. So
Yep.
weird, eh?
All the toe adjustment. So they're all flogged.
Yeah. That's
So-
when you get new stuff.
What we can do is go to the wreckers just up the road and grab new trailing arms and discs from a EK. There's a million of them there. From a sedan, and swap it all over. Take the handbrake cables and just
Awesome.
whip it in and whip it out.
Yeah, boy.
So boring stuff first, drain the fluids, and then we'll start unbolting and pulling everything apart. I won't film that. You guys have seen me do that a few times on the channel, but Mike's going to chuck it up on a time lapse. So if you want to see a bit more detail on this build, jump over to Mike Lake's channel. There'll be a link in the description. So jump over there. He's now doing Honda things.
Yes, I'm so excited. It's probably going to become a Honda channel now, so biff all the other cars out. It's awesome. Look at it. Such a cool
Sexy
car.
little car.
Such a cool car.
Big plans for this one, so let's get into it.
Yeah, boy.
Lost the chain.
I can smell the 85 now.
Yeah, we ran out of fuel, so chuck some E85 in there for the extra kilowatts.
We're not sure if it's safe, but
Probably not. It's probably just running heaps lean, which is probably why it made a bit more power.
it's definitely making more power now. So I can smell the 85. idling high and backfiring, as you can just hear, so they might be running a bit lean. But who cares? You gonna get it?
Yep, I'll have a crack.
You have to weight transfer it hard if you want it to drift. It's kind of a bit shit because obviously... Ooh. Nah, right? Because this is like grippier than this side because that bit of tyre sticking out, so it kind of throws you off. This is version 1. We're building this on the channel. It's going to be a full drift kart, so bear with us that this is the first test runs we're doing, but it will get better. Up you go.
Alright. So flick this on.
Yeah.
And yank this bad boy.
Yep. You might have to give it some throttle. Usually it starts first pop, but that's the throttle there. Weird.
Is that right?
Wait, which way is it on? That's on now.
Oh, now it's on.
Yeah, now it's on. Tristan. The chain does that because of the suspension. So every once in a while the chain pops off. Once we make it solid, it won't.
If we get this cog like a little bit bigger,
is that, will that make it better? Really?
Accelerate way quicker.
Oh, so is it bigger?
This has got to turn 100 times to make that turn once.
Yeah.
So if you make that just a tiny bit bigger, it only has to turn 50 times to make that turn once.
Fuck, we're doing that 100%.
Yeah.
That can't be that hard.
No. No, it can't be hard. Alright.
Already planning upgrades? Yeah, it's so good. Get some speed up and then throw it in. Yes! I actually think it's making less power with the 85. I reckon it's running lean.
When the chain pops off, it just revs
I know.
to infinity and it shakes.
It rattles everything, eh? Your balls. It's gonna be good. You can feel it, like, especially since this is just a $100 like kids quad bike off Facebook Marketplace as it was. All I did was put the steering wheel out and kind of painted the frame and put the rear wheels on. Once we do some real modifications to it, give it a bit more lock as well because it doesn't have enough.
Yeah, doesn't have much.
But there's plenty of things we can do. Extend the LCAs, notch these out a little bit so that it gives it more lock.
The biggest thing is my height, like it just pendulums the whole thing over.
That's why you need to get rid of the suspension because it just, like literally you just tip over.
Because I was scared I was going to tank slap and flip it over.
Yeah, I could see you as well, like you went to throw momentum and it just went sideways.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, nah, give up on that.
Nah, she's good. Version 2 coming up soon. I'm so pumped about this thing.
Full just leaking fuel right onto the exhaust too.
Yeah, I don't know why it's doing that. That's weird, eh? It's not the most sophisticated carburetor in the world, I think.
Nah.
No. Alright,
nice.
Should we pull this motor out now?
Back to Honda things.
we got very easily distracted. So can't blame us. You.
Oh, everything's still shaking from vibrating my
your butthole gets pretty funny, doesn't it?
Yeah. still twitching.
Still twitching.
Alright, so I'm putting Mike to work now. Everything's undone except for the clutch master. I knew we'd forget something, and when we lift the car up we'll probably realise we forgot something else, but everything's now undone as best as we can tell.
What an enjoyable process.
Yeah, it's pretty easy.
Yeah. It's like playing Lego, but backwards Lego.
Yeah, all Hondas are Lego machines.
So good.
So yeah, we just get that out and then it's a matter of lifting the body off the engine.
That's the part I'm most excited about.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Satisfying as hell.
And then it'll be move all the brackets, all the crap that doesn't need to be there, tuck wires, tuck lines, tuck as much as we can tuck.
We haven't even been working hard. We just have been.
No, we've seriously been just mucking around. So as you would have seen with that, do you want me to hold your camera at the same time?
Yeah, why not? All right, moment of truth. We've undone everything, and NMLZ's rocked up to give us a hand.
What up?
Cam Martin, how you doing, son?
Good, man.
You look literally like Goose right now from Top Gun. You've got the aviators on, the mustache. What's up, Goose?
I don't sound like myself either because I've been sick, so I lost my voice.
Yeah, you do.
But yeah.
Sounds good, mate. Just don't die on us. We're good. All right, so we're lifting the engine out. We're doing some vlogception right now.
Yeah. Get mine out.
There's definitely something we've forgotten, but we won't know until we lift it out. We good? Should I push the button?
Push the button, mate.
All right, I'm handing you both cameras.
I'll hold them.
Ground, aren't you?
Yeah.
Oh god.
Was that good? I don't know.
Yeah, sure, right.
So like, all I can see is these lines getting caught up like on, on that mount right there, right? Or does that mount just flop down?
It should lift up.
I love that Cam just gets to work.
Good man.
Good man.
Good man,
it's just
Cam.
Catching on that mount. These fucking things, but you just push it forward.
Yeah, it'll slide forward.
How good is that?
Let's slice up. Done. All the looms. Just time to do this.
Oh hell.
It was like 15 mil or something.
17?
Might be 17.
Yep.
I'll just fucking jam those cunts over.
Well, yeah.
We're not using this motor, like anything in this motor.
Okay, yeah. If that's the case, get some cutters.
Oh yeah, fair. We're not using that anything from there, are we? No.
No.
Well, have you got the worm for that engine and all that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything's all supplied.
When in doubt, hack it out.
That's it.
Oh my god, it's so thick.
You suck on the gym, don't you?
I need to get back into it, yeah. I'm
Dude,
so
I
lazy.
haven't gone in like 4 weeks.
I'm lazy as fuck. Anything else? Starts lifting up the side.
Earth.
The earth?
Cut
Yep.
that shit.
Cut that shit.
Well, you could use it actually.
We need them.
It looks crusty.
Yeah, get a 10 mil. Get a
It's
10 mil.
crusty, I'll put a new one on.
Alright.
It is crusty. Boing! Like a somebody.
It's
Like a glove.
just hitting on that little mount there, so push it backwards.
Yeah, it's pretty. You might have to go.
That's it.
There you go.
Get out of town.
Oh, hey, you good?
No,
Yeah.
we're good.
Are we happy?
You're good.
I'm so pumped!
First shot.
Love that.
Couple small snaps.
Yeah. First shot, fifth time. 60% of the time, every time.
If you tuned into both channels, you'll be getting this twice, but we're just going to take the car outside, give it a degrees, pressure wash. Mike really wants to glitter the bay and clear coat it, which I think is an awesome idea, but it's not that bad. It might actually just need a good pressure wash and degrees. To paint the bay, as you know, everything's got to come out, clean it. You know, it's
All of the above.
there's a week's worth of taping, masking, cleaning, smoothing and all of that to paint it properly.
I'm obsessed now after doing the Rattle Can Rico. Like I can't wait just to paint more stuff and do stuff like that, so it's satisfying as hell. But you're right, I should see what it looks like first and then maybe just continue forward with other things, because all of the suspension needs painting and all of everything on this car needs refreshing. So.
Yeah, so just as important as making it look nice, we've got to get it actually running and driving.
Oh yeah,
so,
that too. Yeah, I forget about that.
And
that's going to be easy, isn't it?
Yeah, it's all pretty much Lego. I'm over here, I noticed in Mike's video the turbo was sort of clocked a bit crooked, so I'm just trying to figure out if I can get it to point the right way so it's easy for a 90 off there for the intercooler pipe, or straight out there, whichever way we choose to go. But I've probably mucked it up, and I'm probably going to have to put it back exactly the way Mike had it, because it's looking like it's not going to play ball.
Like right there, because that's a satisfying look, right?
Yeah,
there. Like
and
it
I
looks
wanted
nice.
the wastegate just here,
Yeah.
but we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
If we have to cut and weld, I'm open to it, to having this look pretty.
No, I don't think it's worth it.
you
So
go.
we've still got to then undress this motor and put power steering, pump and some other little bits and pieces back onto this one. I don't know. And we've got to rip the gearbox off and pressure clean that too.
Take the flywheel to get machined.
Yep, all of the above. So there's still quite a bit of work to do.
Work is good. I enjoy it. It means we get to hang out more. Yeah. Turbo Tristan, and we just get, it's satisfying. When a project's done, it's cool, but then you're like, oh, it's done. Now I have to find something else to do. So I'm happy to do all the stuff and take our time. It's good.
Boosting it is fun, yes, agreed, and I do need to do more of that on my channel, but building it is the best part of the journey and the most satisfying bit.
I'm sorry, but I'm excited for the E30 build on your channel. I love the Honda stuff, but that E30 is going to be an animal. So, do they know about it? They do now.
So, cat's out of the bag. We're building an E30 next. Yeah.
Sorry. I should have asked. Good job. Wow, yeah. You did it here first.
We're building an E30 next.
Woo!
So in about
on Tristan's channel.
Yes, BMW life. So in about a week, you'll start to see heaps and heaps of videos on that. But
awesome.
Yeah.
More on that in the future.
Sorry, bloody dog.
What a guy, eh? Come to Mike's workshop. He just, yeah, everything's gonna be exposed.
Hashtag no secrets.
Yeah, no.
Okay, so cleaning, fixing, getting on with it. We'll be back soon with some progress.
Let's go.
Well, we kind of got sidetracked a little bit. Mike finished cleaning out the engine bay, which is a good start.
What do you reckon?
It came up really well.
Nice.
I probably, if it was me and I was doing a budget build, I probably wouldn't bother painting it. I just tidy everything and shove the motor in.
Yeah.
But
I mean, it looks good.
it would be nice to tuck everything and get it all sexy, but
I'm like you, I'm sorry, I'm not touching wiring. I'm not tucking anything, I'm not doing anything like that. I'm a pretty straightforward dude. But if I do find time this week, I may pull a couple of things in, mask it up, and just give it a quick spray. So we'll see how we go though. If not, I'm also very happy with the way it looks as it is.
let's go check out the old motor.
Let's do it. I'm actually interested to see. So it was blowing a little bit of smoke. I don't know whether the D15 Z2s, which is what this is, the Carvey motors, have different compression ratio, but I'll check it out. And we may just, for fun, chuck some rods and rings and bearings in this and just have it on the side as like a built motor that if for some reason anything ever happens or whatever, we can just bolt this into the car, which will be fun. Or if we get thirsty and decide we want way more boost.
It'll always happen, but
Yes.
In my experience and with a couple of my friends and myself that have built D-series engines, and we've done rods, pistons, head studs, gaskets, everything spent between 1,000 and 10,000 depending on your build. They're actually pretty stout and pretty strong as they are, and I wouldn't really recommend wasting your money on that.
Yeah, for sure.
You could just tune that, run 13 or so PSI. One thing about this build, which I'm really happy about and excited to play around with, Mike's actually going to put a Apexy SAFC fuel controller on it, so that'll be interesting.
I'm stoked on it. It's so good. $150 Facebook Marketplace buy. If that works and it controls the ECU and the fuel, all good, I'm going to be a happy man. It's good.
Yeah, and there's no reason why we can't run 130 or 142.6 kilowatts, which is the goal, I think, out of it. And yeah, 10, 11, 12, 13 PSI with the fuel controller. So this is the gearbox that we are going to use, and there's some questionable
Things?
I don't know. I don't really want to say the words, but
It came from a farm, so you must assume that that's some kind of rat poop.
Yep.
Yep.
But this is the gearbox that we're going to use. Clean it out, get a new clutch, machine the flywheel, and off we go. It'll all bolt straight onto that one over there.
It's actually mental how crazy, like, look at all this crap on this motor. New engine bay is going to look so clean.
Yeah, who the hell wants carby stuff, really? They've spent all afternoon mucking around with this pocket rocket thing. But yeah, so probably going to cut it here in this video. Everything's clean, everything's out. We've ditched that, so we'll come back in a couple of days or weeks or whenever we get enough parts and money together, and we'll get this engine, gearbox put together and back in the car and start doing the boring stuff, which is wiring.
Yeah,
and
that stuff's boring, but I think that, honestly, I think we'll be back hopefully this week.
Yep.
I'll go pick up the clutch. And we're going to put this new motor in, man, because I just want to see that in the hole.
It's going to look awesome.
Yeah, I'm pumped. And we've got everything else. We've got the intercooler, it's got the computer, all the Apexy AFC, got everything like that. So there's no reason why we can't go ahead and punch it out. Plus, I've enjoyed hanging out. It's been good.
Yeah, it's mad.
Yeah.
So we'll get into more details later on, but this is a Max Peating Rods build. So Max Peating Rods turbo, intercooler kit. Mike's going to fab up an exhaust.
Yep.
And he's going to do the install of the Apexy and we're running all the EFI wiring and all the underdash stuff. So it's going to be hopefully pretty much plug and play except for the wiring and the downpipe.
Yeah, a couple of weeks I reckon this thing's going to be complete, and then we'll sand it down, paint it, make it. It's going to be a new car by the time we've finished it. It's going to be awesome. And then I don't know what we'll do. We're gonna. I don't know if you guys know. Well, you probably don't if you don't know my channel. But we've got a budget Evo that we built as well. So that's a single cam 1.8 litre turbo, and we're going to put these cars against each other. So Tristan is going to come and do one of the challenges, which will be a drag race challenge, and then another challenge which will be a track challenge.
Yep,
so
circuit racing.
Yeah, grip racing. And we'll have Tristan along, so he'll be in one car, I'll be in the other. I'm assuming he'll pick the Honda. I'll be in the Fivo.
I don't know, I'm kind of excited to drive the Fivo.
Right,
so.
it's good. It's 180 kilowatt single cam motor in the Fivo. This thing hopefully makes 130, 140, but this is so much lighter. So I'm so interested to see how they go against each other.
We'll leave it there, guys. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to spool up, bring the boost, and we'll see you in the next video.
Cheers, guys.